here's Cabot. So it's going to be something probably like an EF0 is what I'm thinking. Let me take a look at some other information here. This is the spectrum width, and this tells us basically if there's any chaotic flow within this storm cell. And if we saw a lot of chaotic flow, there'd be some yellows showing up here and maybe some more reds. And I'm not really seeing too much of that either. So the concern for a tornado, in my opinion, is pretty low. We'll take a look at the CC, the debris detector, to see if that's picking up on anything. And if it's just joining us right now, there's a tornado warning in effect for parts of Little Rock Metro. And that does include a sliver of Pulaski County. Let's go back over to Max. And it does include a northeast Pulaski County, Lono County, and also a small part of Faulkner County and also White County. Now, the sirens may be going off outside of this warning polygon, but this is the area we're concerned about when we take a look at the rain data from this. It's within this heavy band of rain. So everybody to the south, we're not concerned about any severe weather. It's this band of rain that may have a quick spin up embedded within that heavy rain, approaching Highway 64, and it's going to continue to push its way into White County. But we'll zoom in, we'll try to pick out, see if I'm seeing any other rotation here. And I'm not seeing it here on the rotation detector with this, but if it's going to be something that is trying to develop, it's going to be close, once again, to Backbone Ridge. And there's the Walmart. And we'll put on some more streets here. So looking at Evans Estates subdivision, Summit Addition subdivision, there's Rolling Hills, here's Highway 5, here's Highway 89. So those are the areas that if there is something trying to develop, and this is not a confirmed tornado, this is a Doppler radar indicated tornado warning, and right now it doesn't look too significant. The more significant thing is you're going to get some winds. I mean, I'm looking at winds, and I query these winds. We can query this, and we can get a good idea on what the winds are at the surface because we're not that far from the radar. So querying some of these winds, you're going to get some gusty winds. That pops up right there. We're going to get some winds probably about 40 to 50 miles per hour. So there's a 54 mile per hour wind about to approach you folks right at the intersection of Highway 5 and Highway 89. But there could be a brief little vortex within this band of wind. And it may have winds of 60, maybe 70 miles per hour. Again, I'm not too concerned about what this looks like. Could it bring down some trees? Absolutely. You get some winds, 60, 70 miles per hour. That can bring down some trees. That can bring down some tree limbs, and it can do some minor structural damage if there are winds of that nature going through that area. But since it's including, Cabot, Austin, Ward, the tornado sirens are going off. Let's go ahead and take this full, please, Roger. Thank you. And Rolly, you got something for me? Okay. If we can go ahead and pull up the iDrive camera, and this is right around Highway 89, I believe you said. So looking at that, heavy rain, definitely. I'm seeing some wind with the trees in the background there. Looks like the rain's picking up in intensity. But that's actual, if the rotation was located in that area, it probably just already passed. So this is the only tornado warning we have in effect. Let's go back over to Max now. The rest of the area, there's no tornado watch. There's no severe thunderstorm watch. This was just a very much quick rotation, may have happened for about 5 minutes or so, and the National Weather Service, they're the ones that go ahead and issue these tornado warnings, and they were concerned enough. But looking at this looks more like a rush of wind, 40 to 50 miles per hour at this time. Like, I'm not seeing anything that really stands out to me to say that this is a dangerous situation we have unfolding with a potential tornado. I'm going to go ahead and rewind this here a little bit. We'll take a look at the winds loop to see if we're just looking at one scan, and there was a scan there. So going back to about 3:55, that's why they issued that right there. It was that. I guarantee it, right around Macon. So there was that little bit of rotation popped up just to the east of Macon, and now it's just developed into a gust front. So it's going to have some winds with it. This line does have some winds with it, but I mean, you're going to have winds 40 to 50 miles per hour, maybe 55 miles per hour, moving through this tornado warning polygon. So Otto, Highway 319, Highway 5, there's the Walmart again at Cabot, Austin, Ward, Beebe. You're going to get some wind. That's what I'm seeing with this, and along with that, a band of heavy rain, some torrential rain. That's going to cut down visibility. Let's go back over to Storm Track 11. Let's take a look at some information on that as well. And I'm going to take a look at the normalized rotation tool, or the NROT. Because remember what I said before, if you watched our coverage before with this tool, this really picks out on exactly where the rotation is located. So looks like that rotation was very close to the airport when they first decided to pull the trigger on that tornado warning. And we'll just advance this here. We're not seeing that blue anymore. So that's some good news. Like, that certainly was a little concerning, and now it's gone. And the National Weather Service has gone ahead and has allowed that tornado warning to be canceled. So once again, the tornado warning has been canceled. There's no other tornado warnings in effect for the rest of the THV 11 viewing area, but as this band of rain moves through, it's going to produce some gusty winds and some heavy rain. This is all lifting its way off to the north and northeast. So White County, get ready for some wet weather, and we'll just have to watch out for a kink here or there, because it has been warmer in this part of the state, that there could be a brief, weak EF0 tornado that may try to develop. So we'll continue to watch things here in the THV 11 Weather Center, but for now, we'll go ahead and send it back over to regularly scheduled programming.